Hey guys, so I want to do a video on the insane value of 151 binder collections and if Prismatic Evolutions has any hope of matching the same sort of performance. So I actually realized in one of my videos that, um, or when creating this video, that 151 binders only have 4 packs. I thought there was 5, like Prismatic, and when I do the math per price per pack, it is the most valued 151 product out there. Um, in terms of price per pack at $40 a pack. Um, to give you some comparisons, the PC UTBs $35 a pack. The normal UTBs are $20 a pack. The UPCs are $18 a pack, and everything else is like $13 or less. Like the Alakazam and Zapdos boxes are 13. Um, Poster collections are like 12. Loose packs are 11. Like bundles are 11. So it's just insane. Like if you tell me that 151 binders are better invested than PCTBs, and the thing about the binder collections is that they're so cheap before, and like you could get like as many of them as you want on the open market before. Like I'll give you some reference. So if I look at the year graph, just a year ago they were selling for about $40, and you could get for like about $40 for a good chunk of time, like from February to like August. And even when they even when 151 doubled in price, so it like had that big price run. So at $4 a pack, um, I mean, at 4 packs, that's like let's say it's $10 a pack, or it's like $40. So um, yeah, I mean this is around when 151 kind of jumps, and so it raised up to about like double to what it was before because everything was doubling, and so it got 70, 80. But then it did this insane price run, and I'll show you the data. So the data looked like this. It happened very recently where there's another price run. So at the January 10th, it was at $100, which is $25 a pack. um, and then it's very like then it jumped to 120 to $30 a pack on the 12th of January. And it's been kind of stagnant around there for a while until like the 29th, where it just kept increasing like every day, like $11, $5, another $7, um, $3, another $15, another um, $10, and then now it finally decreased back down, like back $5, $4 or $5. Um, and you see from the 1 month graph, people are actually buying them each day. And the limit, and so what I kind of see with the 151 binders is that it seems like it's mostly a supply demand thing. There's just not enough demand. And there's another thing about bonders that I realized recently that I don't think most people think about. There's two things. So the current quality is low, which 91 looks at. So there's 31 listed here. I've seen like 20s before. But the thing is, a lot of like a good chunk of the listings, like there's some percentage of them that aren't even the full binder collection, because the binder itself is kind of a substantial sort of like piece of some like it's like substantial. Like if you open up 151 binder collection, you don't just throw away the binder. If there is some random like other thing, you might not even bother listing it. But the binder itself is like, you're like, I could probably resell this. Like it's worth something. And so the listings of actual just binders themselves, or the binders and playmats, it's 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Like there's 9 of them. So 9 out of 31. There's only 22 actually listed here. And again, people are actually paying these prices each day, except for this gap here. There was like 2 to 3 sold most days. So that's why the price kept going up recently. Um, yeah, and if you look at the actual listings available, like like sure, there's 22 listings, but there's some listings that are going to be way higher. Like these goes to 170. This goes to um, one about like 175, and once after 175, you reach 195. So the amount of listings that are in that price, that in this 165, 175 price range, is 11. So half the market is in the 11 range. So yeah, it's pretty insane. And so Prismatic has a binder collection as well, and there's some similarities. Like it's it's a great set. Like Prismatic has its like people have like it doesn't get like all love or anything. Like 151 generally is well loved, even though 151 had this downturn. Like you could get 151 pretty cheap for a very long time. Um, but Prismatic, people accept that Prismatic will be a good set like for years to come. It's not like a Shining Fates. It's not like a Pokemon Go. It's not like a base set. It's gonna be a good set. And so when I look at the prices for that, like people expect it to do pretty well. So at pre-release, there's some context required for this because pre-release numbers of Prismatic were generally high. But it was at like $14 a pack. Then 15, then 16, then 13, then 12, then 11. Now it's like going back up. So um, yeah, I think it was around here. It was around here when the release numbers came out, and like Prismatic got those news the news of reprints. People like were offloading their products, so it dropped down to about $60 to $70 a box. And it was 60 for a while, and now it's gone back up to 70. There is one more pack in it than 151, so the price per pack will be lower. But I am noticing already, like I think I noticed more quantity in general before, but now I'm noticing that there's only 219 left, and 50 were sold in last like each day. 50 were sold for the last 2 days, and aside from this February 5th and February 6th dates, before that, well, like around 60, 70, 60 or 70 boxes were sold a day most of the time. So that tells me that unless like people start increasing these on the TCG player, like the prices will go up. And yeah, so it starts to make me wonder if like Pokemon either purposely short prints the binders or um it's actually just like in terms of like strategic wise, or maybe it's just actually just harder to um get the like create the binders. Because I'm like, why? Like, because the binder isn't that special. It's just like a small binder. It has like it's a little like it has a 151, but inside it just looks like a normal binder. I don't really get why what the big hype is. Um, and also another thing is that like because Prismatic is so rare, people will open binder collections like their normal packs to some extent. Like not as much as like loose packs or 3 pack things. Those are more disposable. But binder collections, like since if you can get a good deal, like if you do get MSRP for Prismatic Evolutions and you want to open it, you might just open the binder collections. And the binder collections, the price per pack was low enough that you could like there's some people who I know who would just like sell on Facebook. Like I don't know if, definitely, but I know some people will think, okay, I got this at MSRP, I can sell it for like $50-$60, and I just want to like get my money. And so the ripper shippers would they just lose packs for some people, so just open it, and then so like that'll also decrease the amount of binders because like Prismatic is in such a hype state that if you can get MSRP, like you're gonna possibly want to take profits. And like as I said before, the binder collections, like there's a lot of listings that actually just have the binders. So like there's just a lot of circumstances right now. Like some people really do have to open the binder collections, and so that just decreases supply. Like I don't think that they're just completely being kept as investments right now. Um, so there's 8 here, there's 14 there, there's 22, 24, 25, 35, 40, 41. So 41 out of these 218 listings are actually binder collections. So if I subtract that, that's about 180. So there's only 180 really on the market right now. And yeah, like it's like I think that it has potential to do like bigger things. Like 151 didn't rise up until much later. That's probably because around this time it was a bear market and we are currently a bull market for Prismatic. So like once loose pack price packs once loose pack prices go down for Prismatic because of the eventual reprints, like yeah, this might go down. But yeah, I don't know how much they'll reprint this. It seems like there's something weird with the like printing of binder collections. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's because they don't like print that many binders in general. Like I know they have the mini portfolios, but yeah, they don't have a lot of binder products. So like a lot of Pokemon product has to be printed well in advance. So maybe it's just a little difficult to print them compared to other things that are more cardboard related. All right, but that's it for today's video. Like I think that this does have potential. We're already seeing some recovery in the pricing, and the supply is quite low, and I don't see these being sold at Walmart and stuff. When people get the drops, I see mostly like the 3 pack blisters and the 3 pack things or the ETBs. I don't see binder collections being gone as much. I do see them in Target restocks though. All right, that's it for today's video. Thanks, guys. Bye.